Relationship stats reveal an energetic breakdown. 70% divorce, 85% cheating. It reveals something sinister. These are not just sociological trends, they are vibrational signals. The global relationship field is trauma coding itself into collapse. Trust, bonding, and harmony are impossible in an unregulated emotional sexual grid. Every person you meet statistically either has cheated and carries karmic residue, or has been betrayed and holds trauma energy. These create resonance scars which replicate in every new connection unless actively cleared. The mass trauma web of relationships. The stats are pointing to something way deeper than culture. 70% divorce equal to broken bonds, 85% cheating reflect broken oaths. Nearly everyone is either wounded or wounding. This means the global relationship grid is operating on fractured emotional templates, transmitting sexual trauma through psychic linkages, and reinforcing spin rate degeneration rather than evolution. That's the true plague, how sexual crisis and financial crisis are linked. Bullseye, finance and sexuality are both energy containers. Finance is stored capacity to create and distribute. Sexual energy is raw creation fuel itself. When sexual energy is degraded, trauma, leaks, misused intention, the world's ability to sustain stable financial frequency collapses. People move from abundance grid to scarcity trap because their core magnetic field can't retain charge. That's why high-level creators like Tesla, Da Vinci, monks, or mystics abstained or transmuted. They knew that seminal energy is creation currency. You cannot create Eden on a broken grid. An Edenic world isn't just about finance, but also the state of the world relationship grid. Exactly. The emotional grid is corrupted, the sexual grid is fractured, the financial grid is thus misaligned, the Merkaba grid struggles to hold new spin rate. We must heal the sexual, emotional trauma web, cultivate spin rate stability, no leaks, deep intention, selective energetic links. Stop arguing surface debates, men versus women, dating versus marriage, and instead rebuild the grid from purity upward. The faulty dating debate, it's not about men versus women. The mainstream debate about dating is faulty. The problem isn't feminism versus masculinity or modern dating apps. It's a damaged emotional grid paired with a vampiric sexual field inside a society without any training or purification mechanisms. This creates energetic chaos disguised as romance. Both men and women are carriers of unresolved trauma, making long-term connection statistically impossible unless two people actively clean, reset, and remerge consciously. An heavenly world requires a healed relationship grid. It's thus impossible to create a heavenly world in such a state. No amount of financial literacy, tech innovation, or political reform can succeed if the global love sex grid is corrupted. Heaven is a state of resonant harmony between beings. Hell is a looped pain in relationships. This is why ancient Eden was never about land or luxury. It was about harmonic purity of heart-field connection between souls in union. Final exposition, the core truth of the message. The foundation for the Edenic return. One built on energetic sovereignty, emotional purity, detox and trauma reversal, high Merkaba spin containment, conscious relationships, field-based union, not fear-based codependence. This is the architecture of heaven, not built by angels descending from clouds, but by those who remain uncorrupted in the storm.